Good morning. I'm calling to order this meeting of the Arlington Select Board on Friday, February 20th, 2026. I am Select Board Chair Diane Mahan. This morning's meeting is being conducted in a remote format consistent with provisions in state law for remotely conducted public meetings. I will now confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Steve DeCourcy?
Yes.
Eric Helmut?
Yes.
And I know Ms. John Hurd was going to try to join us by phone, but I don't think he has yet, but I'll check. John Hurd? Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Town Manager Jim Feeney.
Here.
Select Board Administrator Ashley Marr.
Here.
And again, I know there's been some problems with connections. Who's going to try to join us by phone. Town Council Mike Cunningham. Thank you. Before we begin, please note the following. First, this meeting is being conducted over Zoom. It is being recorded and simultaneously broadcasted on ACMi. Second, people wishing to join the meeting by Zoom may find information on how to do so on the town's website. People participating by Zoom are reminded that you may be visible to others and that if you wish to participate, we ask you to provide your full name and place of residence in the interest of developing a record of the meeting. Third, all participants are advised that people may be listening who do not provide comment, and those persons are not required to identify themselves. Both Zoom participants and persons watching on ACMi can follow the posted agenda materials found on the town's website. Specifically, go to the Select Board Agendas and Minutes page. If technical difficulties sever the remote connection to one or more participants and efforts to reconnect within a reasonable period of time are unsuccessful, the board will continue at the discretion of the chair, provided that a quorum of the board remains present and the general public is still able to observe the meeting over Zoom. Participants are encouraged to retain the phone number provided in your confirmation email for a backup audio connection to the meeting. And finally, because this meeting is being held remotely, each vote tonight this morning will be taken by a roll call by our board administrator, Ashley Marr. With that, we have one item on the agenda, and that is a discussion and vote on the 2026 annual town election ballot question to increase package store licenses. I'll turn it to our town manager, Mr. Feeney.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good morning. So in brief recap, at the Select Board's recommendation, the 2025 annual town meeting voted positive action on then Article 16 to file home rule legislation that would authorize the Select Board to increase the number of all alcohol package store licenses by 2. So this home rule legislation became Bill House 4815 and was entitled an act authorizing the Select Board of the Town of Arlington to place upon a town ballot a question to increase the number of licenses for the sale of all alcoholic beverages not to be drunk on the premises. This home rule legislation was enacted by both the House and the Senate on February 17th of this week, and then was laid before the governor for signature. The Lieutenant Governor, Kim Driscoll, in her capacity as acting governor, enacted this legislation at roughly 3:23 p.m. on February 19th. A copy of that parchment has been uploaded to One Meeting as documentation. As such, this board is now duly authorized to place that question before the voters. So we have called this meeting to have the board vote that ballot language that we can then send to the clerk later this afternoon, or later this morning, excuse me, in advance of the law that requires this board to provide 35 days notice to the town clerk. And I do believe I see the town clerk in attendance at the meeting today. So with that, a memo was provided to the board that outlined exactly the authorized language of the ballot question. So the request today is for this board, hopefully, to motion and approve the language provided. And I will note that ultimately, if this language is approved and put before the voters, if a majority of the voters voting at the annual town election vote yes, then the select board of the town of Arlington would be able to issue 2 additional licenses for the sale of all alcoholic beverages not to be drunk on the premises. The board administrator can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we currently have 5 licenses perhaps, and this would allow us to go to 7. I believe all licenses have already been issued, so this would be a tool for economic development. As this board knows, we've already heard a presentation from at least one hopeful business owner that was looking to open up some sort of wine and cheese shop, I believe it was, here in town. So this would become a tool for further economic development in support of small business here locally, if authorized. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. DeCoursey?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Mr. Feeney. I will make the following motion. Move that the Select Board place the following ballot question on the annual town election scheduled for March 28th, 2026. And the language is as follows. Shall the Select Board of the town be authorized to issue 2 additional licenses for the sale of all alcoholic beverages not to be drunk on the premises? And there's a slot there for yes or no as part of the ballot language.
Thank you. Is there a second?
There's a second, and if I could, Madam Chair, I'd like to express my appreciation to the town manager for this really impressive diligence with timing, and the sequence of this worked out just right, and that's because you were paying so close attention and shepherding this. So thank you for that. I agree that it will be a useful economic development tool for the town.
Thank you. I must note, if I could, that really much of the credit goes to our representative, Sean Garbely, for ferreting this through the process, but also our town clerk for so diligently keeping track of this and making sure that we were able to deliver this on time this year.
Good teamwork.
Mr. DeCoursey?
No further. I do want to express my thanks to Mr. Feeney and to our town clerk, Ms. Brazil, and to Representative Garbely for getting this done. This was important to us a year ago, and we brought this up because we wanted the ability to issue an additional license and not have all of them issued because it could have potentially a chilling effect on future development.
Thank you. And I just would echo that, as well as I want to thank the town manager in light of sort of an unofficial vacation week. Also sort of being acting town council with our poor town council who's on vacation and had to call in, as well as getting this meeting scheduled and getting it through. And just echoing what my colleague said, people have said to us for the override, but especially during the override, what is it that we are doing to try to encourage every way we can? Increasing business, recognizing that, we're limited by, what Arlington is in terms of space and land. And this was as a result of meeting with the planning board. We had a joint meeting with the redevelopment board. I shouldn't say planning board, redevelopment board. And this was one of the suggestions and we acted upon it. So with no further discussion or comment on a motion by Mr. DeCoursey to approve with the attached language, seconded by Mr. Helmuth, Ms. Marr?
Mr. DeCoursey,
Yes.
Mr. Helmuth,
Yes.
Mrs. Mahan.
Yes.
It's a 3-0 vote.
Thank you. I will, new business, Ms. Marr?
No new business, thank you.
Mr. DeCoursey?
No new business.
Mr. Helmuth?
No new business.
Mr. Feeney?
No new business. Thank you.
With that, I'll take a motion.
Move to adjourn.
Mr. Helmuth, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. DeCoursey, motion to adjourn. Ms. Marr?
Mr. DeCoursey,
Yes.
Mr. Helmuth,
Yes.
Mrs. Mahan.
Yes. We are
It's a
adjourned.
3-0. Thank you.
Thank you.